Still live on the morning mix on K103.7 FM. Now time for the agenda, but people do join us with a comment on our Facebook fan page. Just get into your Facebook account, search for KFM. Don't leave a space, just type with KFM. Appears on the wall, of course. It will be a yellow background with K103.7. You just liking the page and then drop your comments there as to Children of Hope. You know, most of, I call them African child. African child. You go to some residential areas like where I live, you know, at Great Kingsmouth there. Talking about Ahwojo or Dinhokwada, so Paraku Estate and all that. By 5, the kids are inside, they are still here. Come to a doom. Go to Bantama. As late as 11, you will see an 11-year-old boy or girl walking through the street of Bantama. What are they doing there? Well, some children have gathered themselves together, putting themselves together, saying that they have hopes. We know that indeed the future of Ghana depends on the children of today. So all we need to do is to give them the hope that they really have. So that's what we are doing this morning on the agenda. Send your comments, your messages on our Facebook fan page. I'll activate the phone lines and then you join the discussion. This is the morning mix on K103.7 FM. What's in Stephen? He happens to be the national representative of Children of Hope, Kumasi. I think the head office is a wager, Accra. Yeah, I think so. So, BREFO-BOATENG, Stephen, hello, welcome sir. Into the series of KFM.
Thank you very much, sir.
I believe you're doing good.
By His grace, the Most High holds us every time.
The Most High who holds us every time. Looks like a rhyming there. But then, listeners, this is K103.7 FM. The morning mix. So what we are discussing this morning on the agenda is we ask these children that call themselves Children of Hope. We get to know which kind of hope do they have, why the necessity for them to even say that they are Children of Hope, because what we know is that most of the children are being taken care of by their guardians or their parents, but these children say they have hope. You know, you P2, JSS1 boys, I guess, talking about you having hope. Well, we don't really know, but then by the end of this discussion, definitely we get to know why the children are saying that they have a hope. So you just do join us with your comments on our Facebook fan page, some contributions, questions, anything. I'll just read them for you. I'll be activating the phone lines. All you have to do is to link me up on these numbers. That is 03220 42361 or 42362. These are the numbers to go on activate the phone lines. You're live on the morning news on K103.7 FM. You just stay on with right back. All right, now time for the agenda. So, before Stephen, once again, you are welcome into the studio of KFM.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so listeners, wherever you are, we are going to discuss children of hope. So, Brefo, what I would like to know is about this your NGO stuff. What is the mission and vision of this Children of Hope stuff?
Yeah. Our mission is to ensure that we have a positive human resource.
Positive human resource.
Yes, we make sure that we have a positive human resource base for the population of Ghana from now onwards.
How would you explain the positive human resource?
Yes, you are talking about people, you are talking about human beings, and therefore we want to make sure that from the mind, soul and body, you have people who are going to work so well that the developmental projects, whatever, that is positive for the nation of Ghana. In fact, we work in the territories of the Republic of Ghana for now. So we want to make sure that every individual, we are using the word every, from all 10 regions of Ghana, have a positive mindset, health, whatever that takes to make him or herself very good for development.
Wonderful. Well, that is the mission and the vision statement. This Children of Hope. But
Our vision.
Yeah, your vision.
Our vision.
Your vision.
Is absolute responsibility to humanity.
Yeah. I was just fusing to what you earlier said. Absolute human responsibility. But then I want to know what get to the call of this Children of Hope.
This Children of Hope is a dream of Miss Teresa Boadu Treme.
Miss Teresa Boadu Treme.
Yes. And this dream started and worked and got to be registered in Ghana in the the registrar of companies, registrar of Ghana in 1998.
Okay.
So for that matter, it has been registered officially about some years past now.
1998.
Sure.
That is hopefully about 12 years now.
Sure. Hopefully.
Okay. So what brought about a call? As in, why Mrs. Teresa Treme actually, developed this kind of Children of Hope something? What brought about the call? What geared to the call?
Yeah. She had some passion, and that got into, in fact, achieving some realizations, and she called them objectives.
Objectives?
Yes, that's what she called them, because she wanted to make sure that she supports underprivileged ones in education. And then she also wanted to provide health services. And then last but not the least, to affiliate with national and international organizations, in order that through these affiliations it could be materialized, since society has been what everyone needs someone for.
Okay. Then I believe that is a good call. Now to the main issue, I believe you deal mainly with children, right?
Sure.
Children. So
Sure.
how would you define a child?
A child is an individual who has been born, and from the age, let me say, right from conception, you are not a child. But when you are out, the first day till when you are about 6 7, then I suppose you are a child.
Day 1 to 7 years. That is how you
One.
define a child. Okay, so are you concentrating much on these people? They want to, because I definitely know they want to 7 years. Most of them, not that I'm saying that all of them, but then most of them have parents, and then seriously or probably they are really taken care of. I was probably thinking of about those between maybe from 7 to about 15 years.
Very well, thank you. Now, I suppose you know that when you have a definition, definitions have contexts.
Sure.
And therefore, these children that we're talking about have the ages between 5 to probably 12. Now, what we are talking about is that we have an objective. Now, even though the name comes close to our objectives, we are sure that children come out from home and then they have to start education. We call it formal education. So from 5, we suppose that you are out of kindergarten and getting ready to probably P1 or primary 1 as we call it, and then from then up to 11, 12, you must have finished or getting ready to enter into your senior high, or let me say junior high, junior high school. So for now, that is our specific target.
Your specific target. So
Yes.
I believe, especially, I would direct most of my question in reference to what I've been seeing you when I get to Bantama. You know, in my earlier submission, I said that when you walk through the street of Bantama, as late as 11 p.m., you find boys and girls between the ages of about 8 to 12 walking through the street as late as 11. I keep wondering what kind of event would they be doing at that very particular moment, because I believe that as a child you need to be responsible of your life. Probably if you're not asleep, at least you stick to your books and then you study. So if you're a parent and then you are hearing our voice at this morning and you think your child has no hope, don't you worry. By the end of the discussion, by the end of this very topic, I believe your child would definitely is going to have a hope. And then Children of Hope Foundation would definitely see to it that all children within the metropolis actually have the hope we desire. So you just join us with your comments, your contributions, your questions on our Facebook fan page. Just get into your Facebook account, search for KFM. Don't leave a space. Just type with KFM. Appears on the wall. Will be a yellow background with K 103.7. Like in the page, and then paste your questions. And then also when I activate the phone lines, numbers to call at 03-220-42361 or 42362. Now we are going to talk about the mode of how you guys help with these children to develop their hopes or realize their hopes. But then Stephen, in your early submission, you made mention of a privileged ones under education. Underprivileged ones in education. Yes. Underprivileged ones in education, and also some health services, and made mention of a national and international affiliation. Sure. Now let's move on to the very first one, underprivileged ones in education.
Yes.
Why do you say underprivileged ones in education?
Yes. We are saying underprivileged ones because we understand that humans must live to a certain standard, and therefore when you don't live to a certain standard, then it means that you are underprivileged. Now you are underprivileged that you may not live to find the kind of world that you must be in terms of what you can do when you have to read, when you have to eat, when you have to do a few other things that will make sure that you are privileged as a human being. After that, it could be also the rights.
Sure.
When you are not right, you don't have the right to do certain things that you have the mandate to do, then you can be classified as underprivileged.
But
So
then
therefore,
I believe it is the duty of the DOFSU to handle those kind of issues.
DOFSU is an institution.
Is that I know?
Yes, it's one of the institutions when you want to talk about children of those age. Fine, yes. But you wouldn't see that when the objective is so open that helping or underprivileged ones could be any age. Underprivileged ones could be any age, right from 0 is not a number.
0 is not a number.
So 1 to infinity.
Sure.
So this is why I said that our specific objective is what we are doing for those ages we numbered as 5 to the basic.
Yeah.
But then we have other objectives in that we even have this Ghana AFENHYIA campaign.
Ghana AFENHYIA campaign.
And project, yes. This is what we are doing, and this is what we have to do. Insofar as we have an election coming December 2012.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very important because Ghanaians, every Ghanaian is underprivileged, or let me say most.
I like the word.
Yes, I mean, you can say every. You can say every.
I wouldn't side with you when you say
yes,
every. Yeah,
yes,
that one I would side with you.
Yes, because it's a global world.
Sure.
You know, it's a global world, and therefore, when you have the world together, for which Ghana is a part, then you have to be sure that this AFENHYIA campaign is going to do very well to make sure that we try to educate every Tom, Dick, and Harry Ghanaian or citizen or anyone who stays in Ghana who is not a Ghanaian. We call them immigrants who are in Ghana, that they have to make sure that coming next year by December, Children of Hope holds Ghana AFENHYIA campaign, of which we need all of them, all and sundry, to come together, that we maintain this peace.
Still on my question, as in the DOFSU, do you get it? I believe those are mandated to take care of all these issues when children are denied of their rights. Why you guys are trying to pick up that call?
Yes, I'm saying this because DOFSU has an eye, of which DOFSU would need a supporting eye to this particular mission, of which Children of Hope is always ready to give information and to help and to make sure that together in this affiliation we can help to make this nation a prosperous one concerning children and their mission, like I said.
Or probably it might be that DOFSU are not really up to the task, and that's why I'm trying to give them a helping hand.
I wouldn't want to say DOFSU is not working so hard. I wouldn't want to say that.
Sure.
I wouldn't want to say that. I wouldn't want to say that because I think that there are challenges. Wherever you go, there are a lot of challenges that would need help. And for that matter, I think Children of Hope has come to complement and also to support DOFSU, just as we said, affiliate with national and international organizations.
Oh, okay. Now, with this underprivileged ones, some children are underprivileged, but then they have parents. Others are underprivileged without parents, especially when it gets down here. If you know behind us, just behind us here, there are most children that are underprivileged. So I would want to know, be specific. Do you concentrate on those underprivileged with parents or those not underprivileged without parents?
The truth is that with people who have parents and people without parents,
Okay.
the reason is that you have to understand that we are living in a society. In society, we have all the fingers which are not equal. We have some of them who are on the street, who are willing, who want to come out of the street and become people society can talk positive of. So, do we have other people who have parents who want to come and be part of the positive society that we can all recognize and say, well done? This is the more reason why we try our best to go to all areas where they have the positive mental attitude. Because some of them, you reach them and you realize that they are ready for few things, but not ready for the holistic, let me say, attitudinal change that will make them who they have to be for society. This is our concern, to reach all of them, which of them comes into the positive arena. And that is what Children of Hope absorbs.
Wow, wonderful. That is what indeed Children of Hope absorbs. Well, people, time in the studios is just about a minute past the hour of 9, and you are live on the morning mix of K103.7 FM. In the studios with me as in the person of BREFO-BOATEng Stephen. He is from Children of Hope. Happens to be the national representative, and myself in the studios as usual, Parker Wilson. So, listeners, just going for a commercial break. When I get back, the discussion still continues, but before then, do join us with your comments, your messages, your questions on our Facebook fan page. Get into your Facebook account, search for KFM in the search, and you don't leave a space in between the characters. Just type create KFM. Appears on the wall will be a yellow background with K103.7. Just liking the page and then paste your comment or anything you want to contribute on this very discussion. We'll be reading them for you. I'll be activating the phone lines right about 9:20, and then you call me on the phone lines numbers to call at 03220 423 61 or 4362 03220 4361 or 4362. After a commercial break, we'll be right back after that commercial break.
Let's all come together to drive malaria away. Tell my buy it.
Have you been here before?
I've been here once.
Okay. I think we are from ideas. Yeah, just manage.
I've been tuning in.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you do aside from Children of Hope stuff?
I teach Children of Hope as
Is it? Some red
top.
Right.
Let's come together and drive malaria away. Sleep under treated net every day.
From the commercial break, BREFO-BOATEng Stephen, welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, now listeners, if you just tuned in, this is K103.7 FM. What we are discussing this morning on the agenda is Children of Hope, and then I have with me BREFO-BOATEng Stephen. He happens to be the national representative of Children of Hope. It's an NGO here in Kumasi who will show us their location, and that is where they are. And then we've asked them some questions about the children. Now to this, now how do you do the mode of adoption, or probably do you really adopt?
Surely. What we do is that we started at Adam Kwame. Yes, Barakesi. This man, Mr. Osei Ahe, Mr. Osei Kofi Ahe, he is a tutor. And then he identified some individuals who needed help. And for that matter, Children of Hope came to them and then gave them that educational help and need that they had to get. Now, we also had Mr. Elliot Osafo, who lived or who organized children around, they call it Aplaku in the Greater Accra region, closer to SCC. He also did what we call child evangelism, and through that, he was not in an institution, but through the environs, through the children who were living around there, he had to bring them, some of them who had dying needs, especially in education. Some of them had to be given school uniforms. Some of them had to be given their school fees. Some of them had to be given a few other things that would make their education worthwhile. But this time around, we are calling on all and sundry. Now, we have to see that KFM has done a lot of good to Children of Hope, because this is the first time that Children of Hope has had this airing effect, of which we want to call all and sundry, whoever needs help to come. We are ready to support whoever. We are not making, or we are not giving boundaries to whoever wants to come. Whenever you are ready, just be ready, and then come. Children of Hope will be ready to assist you.
Okay, so whenever you are ready, all you have to do is to walk through the gate of Children of Hope. Is there an institution where you have both these children, or they are in their various places, and then you give them the help?
Yes. NGO, non-governmental organization, or let me say, it's still existing. We have non-profit making organization, NPO, which is still existing. But now we have social benefit organization. It is still in the same domain, of which you don't even have to harbor people before you can help them. Now, the truth of the matter is that we have an area that we are building a school. This is at Amanfrom, closer to Wager, where we have our piece of land, where we are building our school to harbor some of these children. And that we also have an area at Asabahab, which is closer to Kaswa, where we want to build our clinic. But even apart from that, what we are saying is that wherever you are, you don't need to come or be instituted before you are helped, because as of now, like I said, we are operating on affiliating with national and international organizations, individuals, whoever thinks that they need help. Children of Hope is ready to come over and then assist.
So what of here in Kumasi?
Yes, this is why we are saying that here in Kumasi, we are having a place, we call it Methodist School at Swami. Okay. Now we are negotiating with the headmistress through Miss Phyllis Unyasewa of Bremai RC Primary B, that we get a place there, then we start meeting there. And then what we are meeting there for is that we want to start teaching young people, like I said, people of basic school, the ages of 5 to 12, who are from primary 1 to primary 6 before they enter into junior high school, so that just after that, or even through that, all our plans that we have, we can bring to fruition.
Okay. But then I know you can just agree walking through the streets of Kumasi. You just take Edum for example. You see all these young ones, some selling PKs and all that. Why don't you scrub them off the street and then give them some more education?
Yes, this is why I told you that this campaign, Ghana Official campaign, is going to do a lot. It is going to talk to every Ghanaian In fact, we are leaving no fraction. We are going from people in school, people in other institutions, people on street, and all other individuals who, I'm sure, through our publicity and through our events and through our programs will hear of Children of Hope, and I'm sure and I'm convicted that they will, most of them who have the positive minds and to the positive attitude will turn. Just as I said, it's not everybody who has that positive intent to change, but we believe in positive behavioral change. Therefore, we believe that they are going to change. Most of them are going to turn through our events and through our programs, and then they are going to come to the positive side of society.
I like the confidence to which you are saying that you believe that most of them will take up to a positive behavioral change. Well, thank you very much, Stephen, for giving us those words. So that means that you don't actually just pick them from the street, but then they need to walk up to you.
You know, just as I said, some of them would have a positive behavioral change, and that is through the people who go around and then talk to them. Like I said, there are a lot of people who actually go and then talk to some of these people. They talk to them, and then some of them also go to the institutions that they want to talk to them for the campaigning effect of this Ghana Afishapa. Okay? This is what we just began. That's what I mean.
Okay.
So, at the end of the period, we believe that when everything is said and done, does not mean that today or tomorrow, but in the possible time of infinity, when Children of Hope has not died out, when we leave, then it means that we are going to see most of them who have this positive behavioral change come out.
Okay, I know definitely it's not going to die out. Even if we are not around, Children of Hope wouldn't die out. Now,
Long life.
why do you believe in these children?
Yes, I believe that now this is human beings. Okay, I mean, or should I say, these are human beings. These are human beings. Now, the foundation of life. Let me say that when you are old, you already have your values. You know what you have to do. But when you are a child, you need to be directed. Most of us have been directed through adults who are responsible. Most of us, even though worked under some other parents, or let me say foster parents, or let me say other people who held as guardians, okay, we are sure that some of these people held us positively, and that is the more reason why we believe that when you are a child and you are underprivileged, you can still have hope in the fact that you can live and become a responsible adult for society.
No, the reason why I asked you this question was that most of the children of today within are very, very stubborn and indisciplined. So how are you going to champion this cause?
Yes, this is why we want to use the music therapy. In Ghana, there's a craze of music. They call it hip life. Yes, we want to educate these people. We want to, channel them. This is the tool that we are using, and this is the tool that we'll continue to use to drag them to the classroom, because music has various uses. Music is used positively, but society, or let me say our society, may have not been able to let the children know very well some of these effects of music. When you stand somewhere in the street, you hear azonto, you hear another dance, bohe, you hear a lot of dances, you hear some kind of music. These are the tools that we want to use through the street to bring these children, letting them know that music can be used to learn, music can be used in a lot of ways, for which from the street we can bring them to the classroom.
So from the streets, you can use music and then bring them to the classroom.
Sure.
Well, thank you very much, Steve, once again. What people you can join us with your comments on our Facebook fan page and also on the phone lines. I've activated the phone lines. Numbers to call at 03220 4236 or 42362. The numbers again are 03220 42361 or 42362. If you have any question, any contribution towards what we've discussed so far, all you have to do is to link me up on those numbers, and also on our Facebook fan page. I get into your Facebook account in your search engine and just type create KFM. Appears on the wall will be a yellow background with K103.7. Just liking the page and then paste them there. We'll be reading them for you. Now, would you attribute the indiscipline within the children to our parents, or probably to their parents?
Please,
The indiscipline within children today, would you attribute it to their parents?
let me say that time has changed. The reason why time has changed, I'm saying so, is that when we were young, our parents were not only responsible for our welfare. We had other people in society who could spank us when we go wrong. This time around, let me say that it is very difficult for other adults to tell us or to spank us or to correct us or to whip us when we are faulting, especially if they are not our teachers or if they are just people in our society. Now, a call for this will say that it is very important that we don't forget that parents have a role to play when it comes to nurturing their children after birth, and that other people in society, especially people who believe in their values, who believe in the fact that they can change society positively, whoever you are, I still come to you. Please do that. Let's not leave it only to parents, of which Children of Hope also holds it a fault that we are doing this in support of all the national authorities. Like I said, when you talk about DOFSU, when you talk about other institutions, we are doing that so that we make sure our children will come to the line of which the future can benefit.
Okay.
Yes, what we are doing is that we, as of now, we have Dr. Nyama of Jaji Pramso, who is part of us, but we are working now on the preventive health, still through the campaign under Children of Hope, Ghana Afishiapa campaign, now on preventive health before we go to curative, so that now everything is still on education, even though it is still health, preventive health.
Okay, but then why don't you get them on National Health Insurance Scheme?
Yes, you know, some of these affiliations are not left out, but what we want to do is that we want to make sure that we are working so much so that National Health Insurance Scheme will see the value of adding Children of Hope as an affiliate, so that together we can work fully for the nation.
Together we can work fully for the nation. What listeners, you can still join us with your thoughts, your questions on the phone lines. The numbers to call are 03220 42361 or 42362. Well, a message coming in from, that is Francis Gaba. What he is saying, there are a lot of potential kids out there undergoing suffocation. They are maltreated by heartless parents and guardians, and in most cases traffic to not even rich countries but poor countries to engage themselves in inferior activities. Parker, I personally think the best way to assess the situation is to jail parents and guardians found of committing such acts. The government and other NGOs must join hands to provide an enabling environment for those kids. Good morning to you, Flavor Owusu of Atosu Estate. Now, would you side with what Francis Gabon said?
Yeah, Francis is saying that
Mm.
we have to jail the parents.
Correct.
Yes, I mean there are laws governing these acts. Okay, now before you can even jail somebody, where is your evidence?
Mm.
So that when there's evidence, then we can act on these things. I'm not saying it doesn't help, it doesn't work. I mean it's happening, but some of them you are not so sure of it whether it's truly trafficking or because there was an issue where we heard that some people come and then they go to the parents and then they write to them, they are taking them to some places and then they want to help them to school and other things. All these come out, but they don't come into the legal framework for which we can work on. So when you come out on these levels, there are no evidences to prove that this and that person has defaulted, and therefore that person must be brought to look. Therefore, that's why I'm saying we have the law enforcing agencies, like you already mentioned, DOFSU,
Yeah.
and all of them. I mean, when they are ready, when we have the evidences, we are sure we will bring them to look.
So what of maltreatment? Most of the kids within some houses are being maltreated by their parents. I had this a small girl was telling me a story some time back that he is the last of his parents' favorite. That is when the senior ones or probably other siblings are enjoying some right, he doesn't enjoy that kind of right, and that means he is being maltreated in the house. So with such a person, what does he do?
Yes, some of these people, even though it's difficult, it's so easy. Now, what I'm saying so is that it is difficult in the fact that we cannot have an eye in the house, okay? But when the child is listening, or if the child must be at school, or if a loved one is around who has heard this, that person should do well to bring some of these issues out so that we can see now obscurity has no point in a way to help somebody.
Okay.
When it is inside the confines of a house where there are few people and you are harboring, you are enduring it, nobody sees it. So then I'll entreat these children, whoever brought this issue, that let them also bring it out so that when they bring it to some of us children of hope, we'll consult the necessary officers so that some of them will be liberated. Now let me say to you that there is a refugee in Senegal. The name is Erica Johnson. This refugee contacted us on Facebook. Now this refugee is in Camp 2C. This refugee wants to be helped out so that she could continue education. And for now, we are working on her. In fact, it has taken us a long time to actually have an intimation with her. I mean, let me say intimate contact with her in order that we can get her out of there so that she can continue her education. How much more somebody who is in Ghana, who is in somebody's house, who is not a refugee, who is living with parents who are free. So when you think you are in a house, you are free in a house, but you are held by some of these problems, then I urge you, seek a reliable person who you can confide in. Let's talk to Children of Hope. Let's talk to Children of Hope, and then we are sure that will help you out through the appropriate offices.
Okay, talk to children of hope. They will just help you out through the appropriate offer. So many thanks, Boating, for coming into the studios. But before you leave, just show us your location, the telephone numbers, probably your site or Facebook and other, so people will be able to contact you.
Right. All we can say is that we have 0243 039 087.
The number again.
0243 039 087. That is our contact line. You can see us on Facebook. Call us on Children of Hope. Our office is at Wager. Our post office box is PO Box WJ 587 Wager, Accra.
WJ 587 Wager, Accra.
Yes.
So in Kumasi, where do you locate? You in Kumasi?
Yes, in Kumasi, you can see us. As of now, we are located on Breman RC Primary Cluster of Schools. Breman RC Cluster of Schools. Breman RC Cluster of Schools. Roman Catholic Cluster of Schools. When you come to Breman RC Cluster of Schools, you see Children of Hope, BREFO-BOATENG Stephen there.
Okay. BREFO-BOATENG Stephen, once again, thank you very much for coming into the studios. Now, to your final words to the people of Kumasi, our parents and the children as a whole.
Yes. Let me tell the parents that they have a responsibility. What we are telling them is that what we have is holistic responsibility to humanity. Now, the parents have a responsibility to make sure that their children grow and to become individuals for development in Ghana. Now, for the children, all we are telling them is that they are young, their mind must be growing, and they need to accept control. They need to accept people who are going to give them direction so that they can live up to becoming responsible adults.
Thank you once again, BREFO, and then may God help you through all your activities that come in Christmas, and may you have a productive day.
God is king.
Wow, thank you very much. Okay, BREFO. Well, people, that was a BREFO there for you, National Representative of Children of Hope. He's not leaving the studios. He's still live on the morning with okay 103.7 FM. On to some great music and some entertainment before we do that.